Today I want to show you around the village of Wellington. What I love about Wellington so much is it's kind of this small little village or city, but it also encompasses so much more. It's actually the winter equestrian capital of the world, has A-rated schools, tons of fun events that happen, and right behind me you can see I'm here at the Lakeside Market. This is kind of the Lake of Wellington where there's tons of events that happen on the weekends for kids and families, and it's so much fun. So I want to go over in this video the great things about living in Wellington, maybe some of the cons of living in Wellington, and what you could just experience. So let's go on a tour of what the city has to offer. This is a Wellington amphitheater. There are concerts held here on the weekends, which is a lot of fun. That's open to families and anyone. And you can see over here, there's also a really nice park for the kids to enjoy. And there's actually a lot of surrounding neighborhoods here. So the people that are lucky enough to live right over there are going to be able to walk right across the street and enjoy all of this in their backyard. So as I'm traveling around Wellington, I am obviously stopping off at some of the places that I love to eat. This is Field of Greens. I have a protein shake by them. This is the post-workout. And then I got a kale to Caesar, right? Good name, as a wrap. And it's always delicious. It's a quick place you can go in. You can get salads, you can have a whole bunch of different stuff to choose from, but it's definitely a place to go if you are just kind of traveling, need some good healthy food really quick in Wellington. See, this is a really beautiful neighborhood with lots of overgrown trees. These oak trees just kind of take over the street here. And in this neighborhood, because it's been around for about 20 plus years, I'm going to take you down a sidewalk over here and show you how truly unique it is. But I want to point out that brand new construction neighborhoods here in Florida tend to not always have this kind of really lush landscaping that you're going to see here. This is something that is unique to some of the older neighborhoods here. Not to say that, you know, the beautiful palm trees won't be in those, you know, $1 million plus neighborhoods, but you're just not going to see it really overgrown and mature like you are seeing here. So what's unique about this neighborhood is it has these walking paths here. So this was the end of a street, a cul-de-sac, and we're now here on this really amazing walking path that connects, in every single street has one of these sidewalks, right? So what you're able to do is take your sidewalk and walk over to the lake or wherever it is you want to go. And you can just stop talking, you can hear the birds and how serene it is. So you can see there's a bridge that connects over to the other streets. And the street that I'm in, I'm pretty lucky, I get to connect right over to the clubhouse and the tennis courts. 7 tennis courts here, pickleball, 2 playgrounds, pools. I mean, just really pristine if you look out here over to the lake. I want to talk about what is it going to cost to live here in Wellington. So I'm showing you all these nice things and that's all great, but what is it actually going to cost for you to live in this village? So the average price point as I'm filming this in 2024 is around $900,000. However, that is for a single family home. That is not inclusive of the many duplexes and townhomes that are in areas such as this neighborhood and the surrounding parts of Wellington. Another thing to consider, this could be considered a con if you want to look at some of the things that would be negative about Wellington, would be that there are not, as of right now, tons of new construction. So why that matters is when you have your insurance, that will be part of the consideration of your insurance costs. And insurance costs have skyrocketed here in the past 3 years in the Palm Beaches. So when you buy a newer construction home, the insurance is significantly less than buying a home that has been around since the 80s or 90s. And so that's something that you're going to want to factor in as your cost of living when you are thinking about buying in the Palm Beaches. You know, obviously a new construction home nowadays can actually match the price of some of these neighborhoods that have been around for 20 plus years. However, as I'm pointing out factors such as this neighborhood, you can see that it's very mature and overgrown and lots of space. I would say some of the newer neighborhoods don't tend to have that kind of open feeling as much. And if they do, you're gonna probably pay a premium because it's gonna be in the $1 million plus price point. So for example, the neighborhood that I'm in here in Village Walk, the prices range from $500,000 for duplexes up to about $1 million for a completely renovated home that is you know, the largest model here. But you can find homes in this neighborhood for around $600,000 to $700,000. So it gives you a lot of options. One important aspect I always talk about with picking where to live in the Palm Beaches, it's not just about the house, it's also about the livability. I mean, you can see here on this walking path that I'm on, how just having the availability of, you know, the basketball courts and the tennis courts and the playground over there, how this really just makes it so much a part of the lifestyle. You can adapt, you can go for walks. Wow, the birds are going crazy. You can, you know, just really enjoy so much of the Florida living. And though, yes, the home is a major consideration in the price point, just being able to be here and see what it's like to have your everyday part of your life, what it would look like. The neighborhood is really, really important. Let's go look at this squirrel over here. I hope you enjoyed this episode on what it's like to live in Wellington. And if you ever need help with buying or selling, please feel free to reach out to me because I'm a real estate agent. And if not, that's okay. You can simply subscribe to my channel to learn more about living in the Palm Beaches. See you in the next video.